Oh, and welcome back. Sorry, it's been a while. I've been busy with life. So, it's been a while. Um, I got this boat for free. How I got the boat for free, you might ask? This is a Gen 3 1436 aluminum John boat. It's got a 1980s. It's got a 1980s 18 horse outboard. Um, the outboard is it's if it's when she wants to run, she runs great. When she doesn't want to run, she's stubborn as a mule. So I found myself this past weekend. Okay, so the boat. I got the boat for free. A coworker of mine, she had a 19-foot bayliner with a 115 horse outboard. My neighbor across the street and a couple houses over, he had a 27-foot, I think it was a cobia or a scarab, something like an open center console type fiberglass boat. But it did not have an outboard, but he had this boat, and it's actually the entire setup. So my coworker, she needed the boat, the 19-foot bayliner, gone from her front yard. She had gotten tired of looking at it. Her husband had bought it, worked on it, started the project, never finished it. You guys know the drill. So she just wanted it gone. So I got the boat from her. I got the title from her, and I traded the 115 Mercury off of the bayliner for this boat. Fast forward almost a year now since I've had this boat. So this past weekend I decided to go fishing on Saturday. Against the warning of my friends, because I'm hard-headed like that. So I cranked the outboard up at the boat ramp. She was running nice. She was spitting water out the telltale. I didn't have any problems with it. I let her run for about 10-15 minutes. Let her work her way through the seafoam that's in the gas tank. And then I got cocky and said, no, yeah, it's a good time to go fishing. She's warmed up enough. I'll go ahead and take her out to the lake. So I took her, not full speed, just under load. Midway through the lake, she dies and refuses to start back up again. So I got caught in the crosswind of the lake and got pushed off the side, and that was it. I'm done at this point with the outboard and the pull start. I threw my weight into the right side of my arm, and then I did the left side, and after a while, 20 cranks each way, I couldn't get fast enough to to spin her up. So I did what every computer guy does. I went online when I got home, and I looked up the parts manual for my outboard to see if the parts catalog from the outboard, if she has the ability to go electric start. Thankfully she was. So I went online and I got the part number for the flywheel. And my idea was, if I can find a flywheel with the same part number that has a tooth ring on it already, I can save money from not having to go to a machine shop and have them put it on. And then the added bonus of it's a matching part number, I can sell my existing flywheel, make some money back off of that, and do a swap. So the first things first, I went online, as you'll see here in a second. I'll show you guys a quick synopsis of what I did online, along with links. So I went through everything I wanted to say in the video and it wasn't recording. So the quick skinny of it was, I went to the Mercury parts catalog on their website, Mercury Marine. Let me go back and show you. You get to it from the outboard section. Click on parts catalog. Click on this button, it loads the parts website. So I matched the outboard that I had, the 18 horse from Belgium. I checked the flywheel part number, and I saw it came with a ring. So I looked at both the part number for the ring and the part number for the flywheel, and I found one on eBay and I bought this one. It was $50 out the door, shipped. It came in like 4 days. It was great. Um, the other parts I ordered were off of my Amazon account. So the starter, the solenoid, and the push button. Um, and that's where I got the parts for my outboard. So this is what I did, and this is what I have so far. So far I have the same part number, but with the tooth flywheel already in place. And this was $50. I had a PayPal credit, not credit, but a PayPal gift card for $15, so this came out to $35 on that. And then I went and I found motors that this flywheel will attach to, and I found a 25 horse outboard of the same year that had electric start, and I compared the block part numbers for the power head, and they matched, because luckily for me, in the early 1980s, Mercury was really lazy. So instead of creating a whole new part just for the 25 horse outboard, the only major difference in my research between a 25 horse outboard and an 18 horse outboard for this year Mercury was a carburetor. So a carburetor and the throttle and the throat plate. Everything else is identical. So I got the part number for a starter. The starter was essentially free. I had $20 in Amazon gift cards between Christmas and Valentine's Day for my wife left over. And then for our anniversary, she gave me a $25 gift card, and I completed the starter. And then I went to AutoZone for the next two parts, and with $10 in my pocket, I picked up a push start button, like you would for like a horn in a car or any kind of momentary switch. I needed something that had a 20 amp capacity on it, because I'm going to be running it through a solenoid. I'm not sure how much voltage the solenoid will output to the button. So that's that. And then I picked up a standard run-of-the-mill 50 amp automotive starting solenoid. The buttons leads will get attached to these two leads over here, and in and out to the battery and the outboard motor. And then I came into a little bit of an impasse. I have, and as you can see in one of my videos, I have a bank of solar batteries. Sorry, a solar system with a bank of batteries that are deep cycle and gel, which are highly sought after for like things like mobility scooters, solar systems, solar panel arrays for the house, and things of that nature. And I took 3 out of my array, and I tested them. I put a load on them, and I tested them again, charged them, and then I left them sit for about a week, and they held a good charge. So I put them up for trade for a cranking battery. And my friends, I have an Everstart 700 cold cranking amp battery that cost me essentially she cost me 3 gel batteries, but I have gel batteries galore from my previous employer, because I've thrown them away, and I pick up 2 or 3 at a time every couple of months, and I built up a nice collection of gel batteries. So out of pocket cost, my conversion is going to cost me roughly 40, maybe $50. Granted, yes, if I had to go out and buy a battery, this is an $80 battery. The solenoid was $10, the button was $5. The starter was $45, but that was gift card, so if that was cash, I'm looking at $120. Another $50 for the flywheel and the ring. I haven't sold the original flywheel yet. I have that on eBay. I have it up there for, $50 your best offer. If I make $25 on it, I'll pay back $25, and this flight will basically be free, or close enough to free. So I'll show you guys the links in the video. That's it for tonight. It's getting kind of dark. I'm not sure what you guys can see because I'm recording on my iPhone for the first time in God knows how long. So thank you guys for watching. I'll be in the next video tearing this out and doing the conversion with you guys. So hopefully you guys get an idea of what I'm doing and how this is going to come along and how we can make it happen. Thank you for watching, and thanks for being patient with my ramblings. Have a good night.